You'd think that with the internet, since research has become so easy, false information wouldn't be thrown around often, but the opposite is actually the case at the moment. Twitter is often the #1 destination to find false information about Eminem being shared around and talked about like facts, but even my comments section is guilty sometimes. Today we'll be clarifying the false assumption that Eminem dissed rappers for clout when he was coming up, and even recently on Kamikaze, which is completely false. And towards the end of this video, I'll talk about something I've noticed in hip-hop that will probably die out with Eminem's era. The mental gymnastics that Eminem critics do to try to prove their point is quite astonishing. And if you don't know, Eminem doesn't just pick on any rapper without reason. It doesn't do that plain and simple, and anytime you feel Eminem just dissed someone for no reason, do some research and you'll find out why. That should be as simple as ABC at the moment, but I get tired of seeing things like this floating around. In a cesspool of tweets about some trying to justify that Detroit rapper for using Eminem's name for clout, I saw some of the most ignorant tweets like this. It dissed Tyler for no reason. What did Tyler do other than giving an opinion? First of all, beef always starts because of rappers stating opinions. I can't believe this tweet honestly. Say for instance, I say I'm the best rapper in the United Kingdom. That's an opinion that will easily initiate a beef between me and many other UK rappers who believe my opinion is wrong because in their opinion, they are better than me. Apparently this guy doesn't know how opinions work, and when he gets called out, he moves the goalpost from discussing about Tyler, he moves on to talk about how Eminem did the same in the 2000s. This poster then moves on to talk about how name-dropping people to rhyme is somehow dissing people for clout, something that every rapper does, and even the game is known to heavily use this in his rhymes. So this guy doesn't understand hip-hop but believes Eminem is getting some kind of payback, but notice how he doesn't have any examples of rappers that Eminem dissed for no reason. This is the classic example of a clueless Eminem hater that just argue for the sake of arguing rather than discuss for enlightenment, which is why I don't engage on Twitter. When has Eminem worked with an artist that helped him, and then later on turn around and start dissing the work of the artist that helped him for no other reason but clout? This is exactly what Tyler did to Eminem, and this right here is a snake move that should always be shamed. Anyone that defends Tyler should look at his actions from their perspective. If you had a trainee you assisted that you see as a friend, and then later on they start talking trash about you in public to elevate their position, how would you feel about it? Would you condone such behavior? And back to the tweets. It talks about how Eminem is paying back now, but how exactly? Eminem just had the most successful album globally in 2018 according to the IFPI. Kamikaze sold nearly 1 million copies in China alone in 2018. His Rapture tour smashed records. So what exactly is payback for Eminem if he's doing better than everyone in the game globally? Thankfully, someone had time to respond to this crap post with this. Now I talked about how I'd have something to add later on, and here it is. Eminem did diss pop stars. He made fun of them because he believed many were overhyped garbage like he insinuated in some of his songs. Most of these pop stars don't even write their hit songs, and they are the favorites for radio and exposure. My question is, why do hip-hop stars these days ignore pop stars? What are they afraid of? I mean, if pop stars are using hip-hop beats to make viral songs, why aren't hip-hop stars going after them in songs? That's because many of them are scared of risking their careers, since many pop stars these days have larger fan bases. But Eminem went up against pop stars and artists way bigger than him and survived the backlash. So for those who think he wasn't risking anything, you want to know why rappers don't go after pop stars today like Eminem did. Most of them know that they won't survive the backlash, that's why, plain and simple. And hip-hop artists with guts are clearly a dying breed. I mean, pop stars these days use hip-hop beats, hip-hop dance moves, and some other elements, and they make these songs without even featuring hip-hop artists. So it's not like they've not given hip-hop artists enough reason to diss them. I'll leave it here. What are your thoughts? Tell us below. Subscribe if you haven't, and see you in the next video.